Hey everybody, it's Jack and welcome back to another portfolio update video. I hope you guys all had an amazing week out there. It was a pretty eventful one for the stock market. We saw a pretty rough start to the week, with the first few days being heavy in the red for the majority of stocks. Then in the second half of the week, we saw the majority of stocks slowly start to recover, some more than others, and I'll be getting into all that in this video. As always, I'll be going over all the stocks that I purchased last week, and then I'll also be going over my watch list for the week ahead. What do I plan to add to my positions? I also added one brand new growth stock to my account and portfolio over the past week, so I'll be unveiling that later in this video. And I do want to come out and say that I know I haven't been uploading as much as I would have liked to over the past 2 weeks. I've been crazy busy. I actually just wrote all my exams for my final semester of my software engineering undergrad. I know some of you have a really keen eye, and you've noticed in my past videos that I've been wearing my iron ring. So if you did notice that, hats off to you. Now that I'm done my school, I'm going to be getting back into my regular uploading routine of around 3 videos a week. I've got some really exciting videos planned over the next few weeks. I've already got 2 filmed and ready to go. One being another investing tips and tricks video, the other being a really exciting growth stock review and analysis video. And then later in the week, I have some collaborations, one planned with another YouTuber that I'm sure some of you are familiar with. His name is Ryan over at the Hi Rye channel. We're going to be doing a video series between our 2 channels, so definitely stay tuned for that. And then later on in the week, I'm actually going to be sitting down and interviewing some CEOs and founders of some really exciting Canadian companies. And then I'll be sharing those interviews with you here on the channel. So that's really exciting. So a lot of content coming your way. And do remember that there is going to be a giveaway at the end of this video for me to say thank you for everyone who supported this channel and helped it reach over 10,000 subscribers. So definitely make sure to watch the entire video so that you can enter in the giveaway. You're not going to want to miss out on that. With all that being said, I know I've rambled. Let's now jump into the portfolio update video. So hopping right into my account status, for anyone who's new to the channel and wondering what I'm doing, I'm undergoing a WealthSimple small account challenge where my goal is to bring a $1,000 account up to $100,000 through saving like crazy and smart investing, with the end goal always being to retire off of my investments. So that's kind of what I'm doing. And my account currently sits at $4,406.21. So we are about break even for the day on Friday, up just about $1.12. So really nothing much. And then for the actual week, we are down almost a full percent. $41.98. And this is mainly caused because of my renewable stocks. The renewable sector saw a really tough week, with the majority of those stocks being down and quite substantially. I have a mix of dividend renewable energy stocks as well as high growth stocks in the renewable sector. So these stocks all saw a very down week, and because of that brought the overall account down. And for the actual month, we're still up over the past month. We're up $21.39, around 0.5%. And then all time, we are still also up around $46.21, 1.06% all time. So I'm still in the green from when I started this challenge. And it's ironically mostly my growth stocks, the ones that are supposed to be growing the most, that are actually hindering my account currently. But again, all the stocks I'm invested into are long-term plays that I see growing for years, if not decades to come into the future. So again, I'm not really too worried. As I mentioned at the beginning of this video, I have added one new position, or started one new position in my account, and it is a growth stock position. It's a stock in the telehealth space, so I'll let you first take a guess. Any guesses? No, it's actually not CloudMD or Well Health Technologies, but it is a company in the same space and sector as those two. It's a company called MCI One Health Technologies, ticker symbol DRDR. This is a company I'm really excited about moving forward, and I've been wanting to get into the telehealth space for quite some time now, and I think now is the perfect time. I've been monitoring MCI One Health for a while and been waiting to get in, and now I've finally taken the plunge. I currently like MCI One Health because it trades at a lower price to sales ratio compared to its competitors like CloudMD and Well Health Technologies at the current price. I won't be diving into all of the details in this video. I'm going to leave a little bit of mystery, as I do plan on doing a future video on MCI One Health Technologies and really diving into the company, as well as potentially a comparison video between them, CloudMD, and Well Health Technologies for anyone who's either invested into one of the 3 and wondering what my thoughts are on all 3 of the stocks. So definitely stay tuned for those in the future. But now let's dive into all my holdings and all the stocks I added to last week. Looking now at my Google Sheets spreadsheet where I track my passive income as well as my stock portfolio, which as always, you can download for free in the description of the video. There's a link to the spreadsheet, so go ahead and do that if you want to and customize it to your own portfolio. Diving right into the stock positions that I added last week. In last week's video, I said that my watch list for the week ahead and the stocks I was focusing on were stocks with the lowest weightings in my account and trying to bring them up. The stocks I had on the watch list were Fortis, Enbridge, as well as Smart Centers Real Estate Investment Trust. I picked up more shares of 2 out of the 3. I did not pick up Fortis because it continued to rise early in the week, and as other stocks dipped, I actually focused on the ones that dipped. So I picked up 1 share of Smart Centers Real Estate Investment Trust, SRU.UN. I now have 7 shares, and it now makes up 4.5% of my portfolio. It's a monthly dividend stock that pays above that 6.5% dividend yield. So you can really get monthly cash flow from holding this stock, and you're going to see those dividends every single month. And then the second stock that I added to was Enbridge. I bought 1 more share of Enbridge around the $46 range, which I'm super happy about. That's the range that I had set and wanted to buy, around $46. Again, Enbridge is just another Canadian powerhouse dividend stock that pays just over a 7% dividend. And if you can get in around the $46 range for Enbridge, I think that's a very good price and very reasonable price to enter. I bought another share of BEPC, Brookfield Renewable. This is a renewable energy company that had a really tough week last week. It went from being around $58 per share to down to around $53 at one point in the week. It did start to rebound later in the week and finished on Friday up 1.76%, so it did finish strong. And I bought 1 more share to now have a total of 6 shares, making up 7.5% of my account. This is a dividend paying stock that I also think will see great growth over the coming years. The second renewable company that I bought on a dip was Greenlane Renewables. This is a high growth penny stock in the renewable natural gas space that I'm really excited about long term. It had a crazy drop early in the week, going from around $1.75 all the way down to $1.50. I made sure to capitalize on this dip as I have high conviction in the stock, and I bought around another 10 shares of Greenlane Renewables at around $1.60 range. Greenlane Renewables now makes up around 5.4% of my account. However, I'm still down quite hefty on the position, down over 11%. But again, I see this stock being around the $3 range within the next year. So I'm really not worried. And I think this one is just going to continue to grow over the years. And they actually had really exciting news come out last week that they've just signed another $6 million in contracts. So this is definitely great going forward. They've been pretty quiet the last few months about new contracts. So hopefully they can start to rev this up. And the $6 million contract is definitely a good start. And then an ETF position that I added to last week that was on my watch list was XIT, the Canadian Tech ETF. I said if this one continued to dip, I was going to be trying to buy around the $46 per share price. And that's exactly what happened. We saw technology sell off early in the week. I was able to get another share of XIT. This one holds companies like Shopify, Enghouse, Constellation Software, some really powerhouse Canadian technology companies that I'm passionate in long term and I think will continue to grow over the years. And then as mentioned, I did start a new position in MCI One Health Technologies, ticker symbol DRDR. I only bought 10 shares and it currently trades just above $3 per share. So it was only around $30 into MCI One Health. And I have not included it yet in the spreadsheet because like I said, it only makes up around $30 worth in my portfolio. So once I add to it more over the next week or two, I will definitely add it into the spreadsheet and keep it tracked for you guys. So those are all the stocks I added last week. If we now hop into my dividend tracking, we can see that by adding a few more dividend shares last week, I was able to bring my passive income annually from $96 up to $103 and my monthly average from $8.07 up to over $8.50. So again, this is just continuing to show you guys that by adding a few dividend shares every single week, your passive income will just continue to grow. Definitely want to keep snowballing this and continue to check off $100 milestones and eventually getting into the thousands and having thousands of dollars coming in every single year off of the passive income from dividend stocks. And this is why I can't stress enough having at least some dividend stocks within your portfolio to have this passive income and earning money off of your stocks, no matter what their share price is. Always a great thing. If we jump into my portfolio breakdown, we can see it's very similar to last week. It hasn't changed a whole lot. I did add to some of my smaller positions like SRU and Enbridge, so they're now taking up a little bit more weighting. And you can still see that my lowest weighting positions are Fortis and TD. These are ones that I'm planning to add as they are both 2 amazing Canadian dividend stocks that I definitely recommend any investor have in their portfolio. These ones grow steadily each and every year and they increase their dividend payout every single year. So you're going to continue to earn great dividends. Brings us perfectly into my weekly watch list. As I mentioned previously, my new stock, MCI One Health, is definitely the focus for the growth side of my stocks. It's ticker symbol DRDR, and I want to continue adding to this position below $3.50. It currently trades around $3.10. This is a stock that IPO'd in January of 2021, so only a few months ago. It got some downwards momentum immediately after going public and was really not able to turn that momentum around. And it just continued to sell off, going from over $4 to $2.50. And then I was waiting for the momentum to shift into the upwards direction, which it has over the past month. And we're now currently on another dip. So that is why I decided to start my position in MCI One Health, which I will continue to add to. The dividend stocks on my watch list are just continuing off of my focus from last week. I want to focus on bringing up some of these smaller positions in my account. Smart Centers, no brainer for the monthly passive income. Just going to continue to add one or so a week. And then, like I said, I had Fortis on my watch list last week. And then Fortis, I had it on my watch list last week. So again, it's still on my watch list, but now I've upped the size to add one or two. And then TD Bank, I'm just waiting for TD to come back down a bit. It ran up later in the week, and I love TD Bank. It's definitely my top bank pick. I do also like the Bank of Nova Scotia. So I'm going to look to add one more share of TD if it can fall down to around $83 per share. So that was my weekly watch list, and if you've made it this far in the video, you deserve to be rewarded. So it is now time to do the giveaway that I've been talking about here on the channel, to say a big thank you to helping me reach 10,000 subscribers. I couldn't have done it without you, obviously, and I really want to say thank you. So I research stocks pretty much every single day, and I mean every single day, whether it be looking for new stocks to invest into or showcase for you all, or just researching the actual stocks that I currently hold and making sure I still believe in them long term. And for that reason, I actually do use one premium tool. It's a tool called TipRanks that I actually have showcased on the channel. If you've seen any of my previous videos and you've wondered where my analyst predictions or my price forecasts, those screenshots come from, it is TipRanks. It's not a tool that I've really promoted a whole lot on the channel. I do put it in the descriptions of my video, but because it is a premium tool and it is quite expensive, and I know a lot of my viewers are either new investors or just kind of passive investors, it doesn't make the most sense for you. But for somebody like me who invests and wants to research stocks on a regular basis, it's an amazing tool that I use almost every single day and really benefit from. When I reached out to TipRanks about doing a giveaway, they were kind enough to say heck yes, and they gave me 2 premium accounts that are valued at $400 to $500 each to give away to 2 of my viewers. So I'm really excited for this. Just to quickly showcase some of the awesome features that I use most often when it comes to TipRanks. So right away, just from the homepage, you get some really useful information, such as your portfolio. You can look at your holdings, your performance, your insights, as well as the events tab. The events tab is probably the one I use most often because you can easily see upcoming news or events related to your stock. So you can see Smart Centers has its ex-dividend date coming up on April 28th. And then you can also see different earnings releases and things like that. If you go to the top, you can actually customize the notifications for TipRanks to notify you for certain events, such as the ex-dividend date, new buy, sell, or hold ratings for the stocks within your portfolio, as well as 52-week highs. But the thing I definitely like most about TipRanks is the research tools available. You can search analysts' top stocks, insiders' hot stocks, so which companies' insiders are buying heavy portions of their companies, trending stocks, and then I use most often this Smart Score stocks. This page highlights to you the top Canadian, or you can also filter it to American stocks if you choose, that are rated through TipRanks, ranked on this 10-point scoring scale. So if we look at the top stock here, or one of the top stocks, which is actually one that I hold within my account, Enbridge, TipRanks gives you a wide range of information on the stock, and this is the information it rates its stocks based off of. So you've got the analyst ratings, the blogger opinions, and the sentiment of people who are blogging about the stock. You've got hedge fund activity. Are hedge funds or ETFs adding the stock to their accounts, as well as insider activity? So are the executives and management team of the company, are they buying or selling shares? And then you've also got news sentiment. So how is the news portraying this company, the technicals of the company, as well as the fundamentals? And then you can scroll down and you've got even more information such as charts, as well as dividend and PE. And if you click on the analyst tab, this is what you've seen from most of my videos. You can get the analyst predictions and forecasts for any single stock out there. And then you can scroll down and actually see the exact analyst who gave the rating. So this Smart Score, along with the analyst predictions, is probably my favorite use case of TipRanks, but there's literally hundreds of different features that you can search. For example, if there's a certain analyst that you like and you want to see his other analyst forecasts, you can go and see all of his predictions and all of the stocks that he's put ratings on. And you can see their average return, their success rate of their trades, and all of these really amazing and useful information when researching stocks or So all you have to do to enter this awesome giveaway is to be subscribed to the channel, like the video, and then finally all you have to do is leave a comment down below and talk about one thing that you've learned through investing in the stock market. It can really be anything, whether you've learned to focus on dividend stocks for peace of mind, or you've learned to dollar cost average and not panic sell. Anything that you've learned through investing, leave it down below so that others can learn valuable advice as well. So that's the goal from this, to help everybody else learn in the comments. So I definitely recommend reading a few, seeing what other people have learned, and see if you can learn from them as well. And then later in the week, I'll randomly pick 2 of the comments to give away the 2 premium subscriptions for Tip Ranks 2, and then I'll reveal the winners in probably next week's portfolio update video, and then we'll start getting in touch and getting you set up with your accounts. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thank you again for 10,000 subscribers. I truly love all the support you guys are giving me, and I can't wait to make more content for you all. So with that being said, I'll see ya in the next video.